Hello everyone. This video contains the information like how you can import any virtual machines into your VirtualBox software. And then later I'll be also showing you how you can modify the IP address and you can connect to that system. So for this purpose, I already have one of the VM machine which I already exported. So for knowing the more information like how you can export any virtual machine, you can check my previous videos on YouTube channel. In this video, mainly we are focusing on how you can import the VirtualBox machine. So if any image copies are there for VM machines, you can import it very quickly. And then later I'll be showing you how you can modify the IP address, adjust the IP address, and then you will connect to the VM machine. So let's quickly look at this particular section. This is the instruction page. There you have the username, password that you can follow. And this VM machine already contains Oracle 19c software. And this is a single instance Oracle database server, so it has only 19c software with 19.3 base version. It also contains one of the single instance database with name test. Okay, and the host name for this VM machine is overcl. So same logic applies if you have any other VM machine also, the same way you can import. So simply you have to just double click on this VM machine. As soon as you click on the VM machine, you'll find out the name of the VM will be appearing on the system. So here you can modify the name of the VM machine. For example, I can mention it like Oracle DB single instance import. Okay, or you can just give any name. This is just an outside name that we are referring to in this VM machine. Then you have the CPU. You can modify the CPU as per your requirements. Okay, so suppose you have less number of CPU available on your system, so you can change this value to lesser also. So I'll just go ahead with the default value. The RAM size is mentioned around 10 GB. If you have less RAM in your system, you can adjust this to at least you should keep around 4 GB or 3 GB, so that the database which is installed in this particular VM machine that will also function. Okay, and apart from this, you have to select the location where you want to import this VM machine. So here you can adjust that location by selecting this section with the other option. There you can select one of the location like D drive, C drive. I'll just go with C drive. That is the default location in this case. After that, you have to go to the finish option. So as soon as you click on finish, you'll see the import will get started here. And within few minutes, depending on your system speed, the import will finishes and you'll find one of the VM machine that get imported. So let's quickly wait for this to get imported and then we can just proceed with the next step. So as soon as the VM get imported, then you can proceed with the starting of the VM machine. So almost you can see like 79% it has reached. Within a few seconds, it should be over. So once the import will finish, we'll quickly start this VM and proceed accordingly. So now this VM is available here. You can just simply click on, you can check the setting of the VM machine. This side also their information is given. Here I have already provided you the instruction details. So you can just refer these instruction details. Username for root is root. For Oracle user, the password is a small o. Here the test user's password is test. And sys and system user password is sys. So we'll just try to start this VM machine quickly and see. So while it is getting started for the first time, you have to be a little patience, and sometimes it takes a bit of time. Then you have to be just wait on this. So now we have different users available here. You can try to log in with root user for the first time and see the details. So once you log in with root user, here you will find out the network details. You can check from this particular section. Once you click on this network button, you will see this wired connected option. So go to this option, click on wire settings, and then you have to go to this option where you can identify the IP of the VM machine. So by default, when you import this VM machine, your system will automatically try to adjust the IP of the VM machine. If the IP is not modified and you are not able to connect with the default IP which is shown here, Then you can go to the IPv4 section. There you can modify the IP address. So while you are modifying the IP address, the gateway plays very crucial role. So in order to know what is the gateway for your laptop system, you have to open command prompt. Let me show you this detail. So you have to open the command from your system. There you have to type ipconfig command. So in the ipconfig command, you'll find out the detail about the gateway. So this is the gateway of my system. I can use this gateway in this section. So you have to put the exact gateway number here, and then this is the IP address you can adjust according to the gateway. So if you see the serial number, it is 192.168.1.1. So I have to adjust my IP address for this VM in this same subnet. Only thing, the IP of the last section should be changed. Okay, so we have to adjust the IP around this IP address. So currently my system IP address is 36. So I'll try to utilize maybe 37, 38 or 40 like that. And once you modify it, then you have to click on apply. But before this, make sure this should be click on connected automatically option. And then click on apply. Take the restart of the network, and this is the IP of the VM machine that will be fixed. Now after this, what you have to do, you have to go back to the terminal. There you can look for the more details. So as I mentioned, like this server's host name is orcl.local domain. And when you run this su-oracle, there you can log in and check the environment variable for the first time. So it's a Oracle SID is test 19C is the software. You can also run SQL plus -v command to verify the database software details. After that, you can log into the SQL plus /sysdb and start up the database for the first time on this particular system. Along with this, you can also start the listener. So one important point you have to remember, whenever you are modifying the IP of your system, make sure you also change this value in the etc host file. So if you see, like for this database server, I have already adjusted the IP address to 192.168.1.40, and this is the orcl.local domain, and this is orcl is the server sort name. So if you don't modify this IP address here, you will not be able to start the listener, because the listener file is already configured based on the orcl.local domain. So if you run lsnr ctl start listener, it is basically pointing to this particular IP address. So I hope you are able to understand how to start with a import the VM machine, and how to start the VM for the first time, modify the IP address, and then you can connect to the VM. So I should be able to connect to the VM machines using the mobile XCOM or any PuTTY application. So simply have to go to this one application. There you have to type 192.168.1.40, and then after that you have to provide the username. In this case, I'll provide root user. Since the password is already saved in this system, I'm able to directly connect to the server. After you connect to the server, again you can perform the normal activity on this system. So this is how we have to do the import of any VM machine. Same logic applies for a single instance database or rack database also. The only thing you have to remember, you need to import the VM machine correctly and adjust the IP address correctly. So thanks for watching this video. Have a wonderful day.